heroes fighting overpowered villains can soon get boring. So how do you change the formula? You drop them to the lowest rank and force them to climb to the top. This way, the main character can get a nice character arc, plus you can see how the weak enemies get their asses kicked. So without waiting any further, let's see 10 anime where the overpowered main character falls to the lowest rank. Here we go. Number 10, Classroom Crisis. In most anime, we get normal high schools, but in Classroom Crisis, you have a high school that teaches aerospace development. Classroom Crisis is about two characters, Kaito Sara and Nagisa Kiryu. The former is a working engineer in the high school, and the latter is a person sent to shut the place down. Thus, a rivalry starts between the two characters as both their motives contradict each other. One wants to save their school, and the other wants to climb the corporate ladder. If you need a high school anime done differently, then don't miss this one. Even though it may start slow, it quickly turns into a tension-filled drama as the true culprits behind the events are revealed. Besides, it's good to watch this if you plan on becoming an astronomer. Number 9, Machine Doll wa Kizutsukanai.
人形使いを狙うのはなしじゃなかったか。まあ、そっちがその気なら、こっちもガチだ。公演12決。
What if the military had dolls? I mean, real mechanical dolls you can use in combat. Sort of like a simplified version of Violent Evergarden. Yes, that's Machine Doll wa Kizutsukanai for you. The military is now using machine dolls for combat, and there are schools to train people on how to control them. Raishin Akabane and his humanoid automaton Yaya are people who have great skill in both offense and defense. But once they enter the school, they find they have fallen into the lowest rank. Now he takes part in the evening party, a battle royale, where the puppeteers and the machine dolls fight to gain the top Wiseman position. This anime has some great action, plus interesting military world building in it, so don't miss out on this one. Number 8, Deadman Wonderland.
山勝と耳の敵を取りたい。俺は生きたいんだ。
Have you ever thought that one trip with your classmates can turn your life upside down? No? Well, you'll start to consider that after you watch Deadman Wonderland. When young Ganta Igarashi and his classmates decide to go on a trip, all his classmates are killed, and Ganta is held responsible. Now he's thrown into a prison where he needs to perform various death games to survive. Prisons are bad, but the prisons in Deadman Wonderland are something even the worst prisoners wouldn't dream of. But this is what plays to the anime's advantage as we get suspenseful 12 episodes of Ganta trying to survive in the worst hell possible. And as expected, he's in the lowest rank as well. Number 7, Megalo Box. Need some good action inside the boxing ring? You can almost call this the mechanical version of Hajime no Ippo. A new type of boxing comes into town, where mechanical limbs known as gear are used to enhance the power and agility of the user. In the first season, we met Junk Dog, who went on to his own battle royale as he ascended the power scales fighting one opponent after the other, and learning some valuable lessons. And the second season releasing this spring will continue his story. Yes, you heard that right. The second season of this anime is coming out this spring, so it's best to binge watch the first season and be ready. The show won't disappoint you in terms of action, and it features some great character development as well. Number 6, Baka to Test. Here, we have the usual classroom of the elite scenario. The classes in this high school are based on the score you receive for your test. If you get very good marks, you get to the A class with great facilities and genius students. If you take low marks, you go on to the F class with the worst facilities and students. Unfortunately, Akihiso Yoshi ends up in the lowest ranking class, but is surprised to find the school's genius student Mizuki Himeshi in the same class. Now the F class should unite to climb the rank and reach the top. Baka has a unique way of representing the comedy genre of anime, and even if you won't like the action, you'll surely enjoy the comedy. Number 5. Rising of the Shield Hero. Now Fumi's journey from a betrayed, clumsy hero to the infamous, morally ambiguous shield hero is one of the most popular anime character journeys of all time. Rising of the Shield Hero happens when Naofumi Iwatani is transported to a world where 4 heroes should defend the nation against monsters. Naofumi becomes the infamous shield hero, but much to his distaste, he's betrayed on his first day and exiled from the kingdom. The rest of the anime follows his story as he finds new allies and tries to prove his innocence. Every isekai has its specialty, and in the case of Shield Hero, it's the character of Naofumi. You'll soon begin to root for him in his journey for revenge, and be surprised about how the boy went from cheerful to callous and cold-hearted. Number 4. Sky Wizards Academy. Need the same humans versus monsters concept redone, but with mechas added to the mix? That's Sky Wizards Academy for you. This time, the creatures threatening humanity are giant robotic bugs. But do not fret, because there are always heroes to defend the world. This time, the heroes come as wizards from the prestigious floating wizard academies. Kaneda Age is one such overpowered wizard, but is then thrown into the lowest ranks and labeled as a traitor. Now he gets a chance to get back his reputation by instructing the team E601, but soon he finds out the job isn't as easy as it seems. If you need giant robots fighting giant insects with romance thrown into the mix, then this is a show for you. Number 3. Noragami. You may be a god, but what if you're in the very lowest rank? Take Yato for example. He's a god who doesn't even have his own shrine, much less a gathering of followers. The story begins when Hiyori Ecchi learns that her soul leaves her body after an accident. Here she discovers the existence of parallel worlds, named the Near Shore and Far Shore, where human souls and demons reside. Now she teams up with Yato to defeat demons. They're soon joined by Yukine, a boy who can transform into a weapon, and the anime follows the trio's adventures. Noragami has a nice mix of comedy and action. It's one of the popular anime that fits this niche perfectly. Number 2. One Punch Man.
必殺マジシリーズマジ殴り
Right after Noragami, we have another popular anime taking our second spot. One Punch Man is one of the popular shows out there, and you should have definitely heard of this one. It follows the daily adventures of Saitama along with his cyborg apprentice Genos and the various threats they face. They can't even be called threats because most of them die after one punch. All jokes aside, this show is a parody, and it does that parody really well. Even though the main character may not have any character development simply because he's overpowered, all the other characters get their own moments to shine. And even though the character is overpowered, he's dropped into the lowest class. But as the title implies, that doesn't stop him from one-punching people. Number 1. The Devil is a Part-Timer. With the second season of the anime announced, this is a good time to shine the spotlight on this anime back again. In Devil is a Part-Timer, the demon lord of a fantasy world is transported to our world, along with his assistant. Now that he's here, he does the first thing any man without money does: find a job. He decides to work as a part-timer in a restaurant that closely resembles McDonald's. Now working as a part-timer, he needs to find a way to get back to his world as well as to survive from this world's hero, who has transported to this world as well. It has the regular isekai premise, but this time with the world reversed. And even though the devil may be an average restaurant worker, he can still kick your ass if you mess with him the wrong way. So there goes our picks for 10 of the best anime where the overpowered main character falls to the lowest rank. Let me know down below in the comments what anime you're planning on watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't forget to watch the video we're releasing next. Thanks for watching, Anime Geeks, and I'll see you in the next video.